Hey, this is Dolly Parton, and you're watching Billboard.com.
Welcome to the Billboard Q&A. Our special guest is one of America's foremost entertainers of all time. She's a singer, a performer, a businesswoman, and just an all-around American legend, Dolly Parton. How are you?
Well, I'm good. I was listening to all that. Are you talking about me?
I am. What do you put as occupation on your tax return?
I put entertainer.
Entertainer.
That covers everything.
That does.
That covers my songwriting, that covers my singing, that covers my performing. So that's always been the word that's on all my papers. Entertain.
Well, speaking of entertaining, that's what you're doing on your brand new project for Cracker Barrel, An Evening with Dolly Live. Understand this one was recorded in London, and I don't mean Kentucky.
No, you're right. It's in London, England. When we were touring around the last few years, we thought we need to really get this down live as a CD and a DVD. And so that's what we did. And people not only get to see me live with this London audience, they actually get to see some of the scenery around the area, some of the behind the scenes interviews, that sort of thing. So it's really, they get a feel for like being part of the show and being at the show as well.
What is it about Cracker Barrel that makes that partnership so unique?
Well, you think about it. They're country, I'm country, and it's like they're the old country store, I'm the old country girl that's been around a long time.
I know another area of your career that you've had a lot of success in is movies. And in fact, Joyful Noise this past winter. What about working with Queen Latifah? Because watching you and Latifah on the screen, y'all had to be having a lot of fun doing that.
We did. We liked each other. Complete opposites, but still we had our own kind of sense of humor, and we were very compatible. I always loved watching her before I ever met her. It was fun every day going to work because there was always something loony and laughable. She made me laugh a lot. I made her laugh a lot. And you can't beat that on a job.
Going back to the early days of Dolly Parton, songs like Jeannie's Afraid of the Dark, or one called The Party, songs that are just some of the saddest country songs I think have ever been written.
They are pitiful. They really are, I know. But I grew up like that. I grew up with those old songs from the old world. It's just in my Smoky Mountain DNA to sing and write those god-awful, plumb, pitiful songs. I mean, one time in Vegas, this is a funny story. That little song, Me and Little Andy, about the little dog, the little girl and the dog that died. And this guy, I guess he knew the song, and he said, "Oh, hell, please don't sing that song about that dead dog again and that kid. Ain't you killed enough kids and dogs in your songs?" So I quit singing them in those wider shows, and I mostly kind of keep those kind of songs, down with the country show, like the Cracker Barrel audience. The folks that appreciate it want to hear them.
Well, we're going to ask some of the questions that you have emailed into us at Billboard.com. Are you ready for that?
Oh, I guess.
From Carly Jane Ellis. Dolly, what advice would you give to a 17-year-old like me who's desperately aiming to become a country singer-songwriter?
Well, first of all, you got to find out for sure if you've got the talent. You've got to have real talent. And then if you do, you need a plan. You need to find the right people to help you. But more than anything, you have to kind of stay grounded in who you are. But if you work hard, if you've really got the talent and you pray hard, I see no reason why it couldn't happen. I think through God, all things are possible.
Jessica from New York writes, what do you think of the fact that I Will Always Love You has become such a memorial to Whitney Houston?
I think it's wonderful. I thank God, first of all, for that song. I thank Porter Wagoner second, but I thank Whitney Houston for doing such a performance on that song. I have never heard a performance better than that on anybody's song by any artist, and that song is the link that put us together. So I just think it's wonderful, and I will always love Whitney Houston.
Well, Dolly, this has been an honor. I appreciate you taking your time out to chat with us.
Thank you. You're a nice guy.
Thanks for joining us for the Billboard Q&A. This is Chuck Dolphin for Billboard.com.